TikTok announced on January 19th that all services in the US will stop, and no longer will people be able to download TikTok. But immediately, I think less than 24 hours after their announcement, there was an announcement that it's back, because at that time, President-elect Donald Trump decided to support the possibility of continuing using TikTok in the US. I think the announcement that January 19th, TikTok will stop all services in the US is also a sign of strength from ByteDance, indicating that it will not give in to this ridiculous threat or ridiculous accusations against them, threats to the national security of the United States. What happened was RedNote, or Xiaohongshu, became the hottest download application, hundreds of thousands downloaded in the US, and it became a really hot place for exchange of views. It became a really hot platform for exchange between young people of the United States and China, even though there were language issues, because RedNote did not realize or did not anticipate this were to happen. I think what was really fascinating is that there were these exchanges exposed the hypocrisy of the US government in terms of national security risks and threats by China. The young people got on really well, and those who went to RedNote called themselves TikTok refugees because they were cast away by the US government in terms of TikTok. So they decided to download another Chinese social media app, despite the fact that there were a bunch in the US which they could use, like Facebook and X and so on. But they didn't. It was just a signal to the government that what the government did was not really to their liking, and that the Chinese social media platforms were much more attractive and much more interesting for them to use. So we had basically two things. Number one, it's not national security. It's we want to take a piece of this equity, which is going to be worth a lot. If it's IPO'd, if it's become a publicly listed company, we want to make this money. We want to grab this or steal or rob this big pot of gold, no matter who it belongs to. But this is nothing new. I mean, Alstrom's case in France, and then Toshiba's case in Japan. Highway robberies have occurred many times in the US case, being the robbers. So it became clear that TikTok case is actually wanting to rob against serious value that was created by Chinese developers. That's one part. Second part is what happened to RedNote was also very interesting. I think the exchanges between the young people of the two countries over the course of the last couple of weeks were phenomenal and really wonderful. Hope this mutual understanding continues.